Just text a friend, tell them that we have started. Tell them that we have started. Today is the last day. Today is the last day. So just share information with someone. Tell them that they can still join us and get the information that they need. Yeah. I'm giving you a minute. I'm giving you a minute. Just text someone. Just text your friend. Let them hear from the source. Tell them that come, you can ask the question by yourself. As in, at the end of every session, we have our Q&A session. We have a Q&A session, so they will be able to ask the question. Tell them to come and join us. So the program is as follows. We'll have 4 speakers who will cover different topics as we have been doing. For example, how to find suitable university. We'll also have introduced to us available programs from Xi'an Jiao Tong Liverpool University. Also, Shanghai Overseas Education Market will be presented to you. So you can just have it for you alone. I believe. Let's share. Let's call a friend. Let's call a friend, tell them that we have started. Tell them that we have started. Today is day 1. I want all of us to benefit from what our speakers has to offer today. Come and get the information that you need. Okay. So, as I was saying, at the end of our session today, once again, we'll have a Q&A. So don't hesitate. Comment, type in the chat box your question at the right time. We'll get them answered by our speakers. Also, we have at some point a group photo. I believe you came prepared. Let us see your beautiful face. Take a beautiful photo together as a souvenir from this insightful training that we are having. All right. So for those who just joined us, you are once again welcome to day 3 of our training. Okay. So as we start, let me invite Engineer N.A. Supido, who is the Managing Director of Lordman Tech Nigeria, is also the Chairman of Next Level Educational Foundation, and he will give us the opening remarks. Thank you. Sir, if you're with us, over to you. Sir, are we with us?
Hello, Stephanie, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm confirming with him, communicating with him to confirm whether he's in fully. He was in touch, he was trying to get on.
All right.
Just a moment, please.
All right.
Yes.
That means we still have some time to tell a friend, to tell his sister to join. We still have some time. Okay. So if you were there, let me come again, because people are still joining. So if you were there day 1, day 2, day 3, and you are with us now, just type in the chat box, I made it. I made it. I made it. For those who just joined us, just type in the chat box, I made it. I believe it takes discipline, structure, and a lot of commitment with all those things, the activities that most people have to do in a day. So if you have been able to join us all those 3 days, kudos to you. Kudos to you. Okay. I'm seeing someone, yes, said, okay. Adora. Okay. Martin, indeed you made it. You made it. Best of luck in your academics. May you see the scholarship that you want be granted to you. Okay. If is there with us, can let us know. All right, Israel. He also, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Shortly, we send in the chat box our social media information so that you can also follow us. I believe from our training, we'll have some testimony. We'll have people come and share with us that indeed, after the training, I got the information that I needed, and it also helped me, get into this and that university. Share with us the good news. Let us celebrate together. All right. If Mr. Sopido is with us, okay, I believe, yeah, he joined. Engineer Sopido, if you can hear me.
I think, Stephanie, I think I can just do a brief one.
All right.
Before
All right, sir.
when he comes in, we can give him some time.
All right.
He's struggling, and to avoid we taking more time, we can just.
All right, sir.
Yes.
So you can go ahead.
Okay, please. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge joy once again to be with us in today's conversation, and want to thank very much the various partners working with us on this project of bringing relevant information to people who need it for decision making and for guiding themselves towards their next path, the process of advancing their higher education. So it's very much joy to be with us. Thank you for coming on board. Much thanks to the Consulate General of Nigeria in Shanghai. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it now. I've seen him. Yeah, please, I will not proceed. The person who's supposed to be is here now.
Okay.
Right. So I'm trying to make him unmute himself. Yes, sir, please, you may unmute yourself. Okay, you're muted now. You may try.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the weather is everywhere in the world. Have a good day,
Good
everybody.
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. We can hear you.
All right. Okay. I'm very grateful to be here, and I accept my presence with all sense of honor. It's a privilege to be able to talk to young sharps like you guys are here today, who are seeking opportunity for advancement in their knowledge, educational knowledge. It is my privilege to come and speak with you as to that decision you are taking. It is the right decision that anybody can ever take in life. That you want to advance your knowledge, you want to acquire information, relevant information for that matter, that will help you in pursuit of your purpose for life. So the organizers of this meeting, I appreciate them, especially my own son Elijah, Dr. Elijah, and the all members of the committee that organized the meeting. I know your intention is to make sure that your people, our people, we all have, especially that are coming behind, we are all educated, because you know the purpose of education is a strong tool to liberation. There's no better tool to liberation than education. And as you are putting in effort to make sure we are the younger generation coming behind you are liberated, it's a good venture. It's a good decision from your own part. And I know it can never be rewarded. Only God can reward you. I appreciate you all, the organizers. To those who are given the opportunity of this information, I want to appreciate you too for this fact that you seek to acquire that which cannot be taken away from you. No matter whatever anybody give to anybody, it's just temporary. No matter what is left for you by your parent, by your brother, by your sister, by anybody, these things can only be temporary. But the education given to you is for your lifetime, and is a permanent gift that can never be given to anybody. The greatest and the best gift. And as you are trying to acquire it, I pray that you have it in the right direction, you have it in the right way, and you have resources to back it up by the grace of God Almighty. So, but when you are acquiring this education, I want you to get that education that will be appropriate for your environment. Appropriate for your environment. Very, very key and very, very important. It's not just acquiring degrees upon degrees upon degrees for the purpose of acquiring it. Make sure you acquire appropriate and quality education that can improve and betterment your life. Very, very relevant and very, very important. In those days, when the English people, the white were coming to Africa to give us the education, they did not give us the right curriculum. They did not give us the right education, the relevant education that we need in our environment. The one they gave to us was just the one that will be able to take us to understand them, and that's all, and to remain enslaved under their own authority. You cannot imagine when you are studying some courses that are not relevant to Africa, to your culture, and that is just relevant to the white man environment. What do you want to gain from that? How do you advance knowledge in that direction? Is it relevant to you? It is not relevant to you. So I encourage you, when you are acquiring education, acquire such education that will be relevant to your environment and that will betterment.
You are muted,
You
sir.
are muted.
Unmute
You
yourself.
are
sir.
muted.
Please, so we can't hear you anymore. Unmute yourself.
Sir, your mic is muted. Oh,
Can you hear us, sir? Your mic is muted.
your mic is muted.
Let me see.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute.
Yeah, your mic is muted.
Not yet. Still muted.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
good now. It's good
Now
now.
we
Are
can
you
hear
okay?
you.
Yes, we can hear now. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Back to
So you are muted.
please unmute. It's good now.
Yes,
Hello.
now.
Good now. Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay
sir,
now?
we can hear you.
Okay now. Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. All I've been talking about is that you are the younger ones that are coming seeking admission, seeking education, knowledge. They should acquire appropriate knowledge that can be useful to their environment. And when they are looking for it, they should put in, and when they get the opportunity or the admission, they should put in their best to be among the best students who acquire the best knowledge that will be relevant and applicable in their environment. Very, very key and very, very important. Because you cannot imagine, for instance, when you go and acquire a knowledge that's not applicable in your environment, you will remain enslaved to the environment where you can apply that knowledge. But what I encourage the younger ones every time I have opportunity of talking to them is that no matter where they go, Africa is their base. Whatever is going to help Africa in form of knowledge is what they should acquire. When they acquire that, it will definitely help them to come back home and make their input and therefore grow the continent together with their colleague. We have tried on our part to achieve the level we are today, but no matter what, we have not succeeded until you guys can take over and do better than we have done. We have not done much at all. Rather, we have disappointed the coming generation. And I want you to embrace of yourself. Don't bother about the level we are today in Africa. Don't bother about what we are doing today in Africa. Look at the future. I pray for power of faith to come for you, that you can project what's going to happen in Africa in the next 40 years, next 50 years, next 100 years. Africa is going to rule the world, and you are the one that are going to effect that ruling of the world in Africa. And I want you all to go and obtain that knowledge with which you are going to function in such a level that this which I'm aiming, that I pray for, will come to pass in your generation. So anyone that seek overseas education is doing it so because of what he wants, something, because he wants something extra to give to his environment. So be ready to give your best effort. Try your best every time and acquire it. It's not quite impossible. We can see an African that went to America and with that positive mind, we can. It's not impossible. If anyone can do it, every man can do it. And he became the president of that great nation. So sky is the limit for you, the younger ones that are coming behind. The opportunities are so much abound. We only need to be positive and not pessimistic. And God will take you there in Jesus' mighty name. I really encourage you to go ahead and acquire it, and encourage other people also. But seek the best knowledge, seek the best and applicable education that is going to be useful for you and for your environment. I mean, an African environment. We in Africa, in no time, they will know in the world that we are the best continent of the world. With the effort of this group that Dr. Elijah and his colleagues are putting up over there, I know we have a very bright future. And I thank everyone that has been influencing that vision in the positive direction. It's a vision that we all have. And we know that definitely in no time we'll be where we're supposed to be to rule the world. They came here and take all our resources away, and they go and add value, and they come and sell it too expensive to us, and they impoverize us. But we, when we are able to acquire that required knowledge, we will take back what is our own. And you are the one that are going to do it. Please go and get that education. Is very, very important. Appropriate education. Education that will help you to know where you are and your position and where you should be and where you are going to be. That is my advice for everyone that is seeking admission in overseas. Nothing is wrong with your going to overseas to acquire knowledge. Nothing is wrong with you, but don't overstay your usefulness over there. When you acquire the knowledge, you come back to Africa and apply it, so that together we build a great continent that you can be proud of. There's nothing wrong with our color. Our color may be black, our mind is not black, but our mind is bright. Our mind is great. We have a lot of Africans making exploits all over the world. So I encourage you guys Don't despise the day of your little beginning. Don't underrate yourself. Don't undermine yourself. You have what it takes. And I will encourage you to come together. We team together, you form a synergy, which is to influence the world in a positive direction. So I want to appreciate everyone there. I want to appreciate the organizers of this event. I want to organize those that have participated in the past. Since 2-3 days ago, you started this. I want to thank you to everyone, and I want to bless everyone. By next time we shall come again, we will be testify to the goodness of God through this medium by God's grace. I want to thank everybody. I want to appreciate you. I don't think I have much time again.
Thank you, sir.
If I have much time, I can still talk to you. So for now, I want to say thank you and God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, so much. Thank you so much for the encouragement, for the prayers, for the word of wisdom. Thank you so much, sir.
Now, Stephanie,
all right.
Let me just mention something.
All right.
Engineer N.A. Shodipo is, like we mentioned, the managing director of Lotmin Technology Nigeria. Lotmin Tech Nigeria is one of the biggest petrochemical manufacturing companies in Nigeria, one of the most influential. And he started it several years ago, 2005, with just very little money, and he has worked very hard alongside several people he has been training and bringing up in many areas. The company now, like I mentioned, is one of the topmost in Nigeria. And of course, you know how the size of the Nigerian market. It's now a multi-million-dollar company, and it's growing faster and faster with a lot of innovation progressing. And of course, we're hoping to work into the far future, also to partner with the company and other very important companies in Nigeria and across Africa, and so across China, like we've been doing over the years, so that we can open opportunities for our people in many dimensions. Beyond the gatherings, beyond the conversations, we are preparing to solve problems, just like our father here has been involved in solving problems, going against very difficult challenges in terms of operating the business, very tough business terrains, but overcoming and establishing himself and the system he has built over time. So let's be encouraged and to do the work we have to do. So we are really grateful for your time and attention. Subsequently, we're going to organize a full event where you can have time to have more conversations with us and guide others as well. Many of our members who are very hardworking, and also the younger ones who are coming up, also would love to find ways of being able to establish their own companies and to be able to learn how to make money, because we need money to fund innovation in Africa. Without a lot of money, we cannot do that. We see what has been done in China. We see what has been done in the United States, Europe several years ago. Citizens of those countries and those spaces worked hard to build those places. And we know it's our responsibility to work hard to build the continent of Africa and to contribute more effectively to the progress of the world, to help humanity, because there are so many challenges, global grand challenges unfolding in many dimensions. And since Africa has very strong human resources, young people, the youngest continent in the world, we must know that we have a responsibility towards the world. We must help, we must contribute, and we cannot stay at the point of getting aid all the time. We must help. The world needs us now more than ever. So we are rising up to use our competencies, to use our knowledge, to use our capabilities. And so we assure you that we will keep working hard to do what we have to do and to make sure that our own generation takes further the efforts your generation has made to take it to bigger heights. Thank you very much. And for the great works you're also doing within the Next Level Education Foundation International. We wish the foundation very much progress as the years unfold to achieve greater results. We're grateful. Thank you very much. Please, over to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Stephanie, please, over to you back.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this word. Indeed, I believe that we have entrepreneurs in our midst So for further discussion in this regard, I believe we'll always have participants that we meet again. All right, so I saw in the comments saying, what about us that have joined today? You are welcome. You are welcome. If you have joined yesterday or is your first time joining us, we value and appreciate your presence, your active participation. You are welcome. And as I said, may you see in this year, may you see the scholarship that you want be granted to you. May you get admitted to the school that you wish. Okay, so we are moving on. I hope you came equipped, your pen and your notebook. You can also, take some screenshot, because we are going to discuss how to find suitable universities, how to know the requirement for those scholarships, how to apply, and also how to find available scholarships. So take your pen, take your notebook, make some screenshot and all, and let us welcome Dr. Gideon. Let us welcome Dr. Gideon. He is actually OAAD Vice President for West Africa. He's also the Vice President of National Librarian Union in China. He's a PhD candidate in Tianjin University. So please, let's welcome Dr. Gideon. Dr. Gideon, if you're with us, please, over to you.
Please unmute yourself.
Dr. Odi, maybe you can make me the host. Let me do what.
Okay.
Okay. Now we reach to a point that everyone needs to be careful and watch, because I want you people to do some practical as we do it before people just share, which was good. But my portion, I will at least bring some practical knowledge in. So if you are there with your laptop, with your phone, if I send link in the group, just click on that link, okay? Click on the link and follow the instruction, and you will see some things. So while we are talking, maybe people can, if you on the meeting and you follow it, you can drop the major you want to apply and the level you want to apply for. If the bachelor, you put bachelor. If the master you want to apply, you drop master in the comment section. If the PhD, you drop PhD in the comment section. Based on the comment section, then we try to find something to adjust to those who actually follow the lab and come on the program. And that will be a help for everyone, but mostly those that will be online, we follow them closely. So you can drop what you want to drop and we can keep the ball rolling. Okay. That's good. That's good. And master. Okay. So we start in a few minutes. In a few seconds, we can start. Don't worry, I will check in the comment section as we go further. Okay, so I'm Gideon FB Suri. Yeah, I represent Africa. I'm an African librarian, and from the Librarian Student Union Association, from OAAD, and from TNG University. So today, everyone here for the program, and everyone have their step that they are. Where are you now? Where are you today? Some people are only thinking what to do. Some people are analyzing if they can actually get success. Some people are planning what to do. Some people are giving a try. As people online now giving a try, some people are doing and keep going, keep doing until you get the success. But today there will be more practical work when it comes to how to find suitable university, how to know the application requirement, and how to find the university that are available for scholarship. Yeah. So, but there are some major, you are not easy for scholarship, but once you have the link and you have the ability to check, that will actually help. So now you come on this line now, expect admission, expect scholarship, and that's what you will be doing. So you will choose program, you apply and enroll. This should be the three major steps that you will have in mind, and you get set to follow this step and go ahead. I will actually send the link in the section, in the comment section. Then we can follow the link and try. I hope you are set to follow the link, because I'm now trying to get the link and put it in the comment section, and every one of us can just follow. So the first link will be a link that helps us to find our major. This link is how to find the Radford University, and the this link I'm sending in the group now is how to find the Radford University and how to find the major, which major suit in which university. So click on the link, and those that click on the link, you can just, if you get the link already, you can just signal me by sending emoji or anything down so I can know. So with this link, we can try now to get how to find. So now, okay, we see people already getting in. So that's it. So once you log in, then what next? You will see a screen that will open. This screen will open, and maybe you will see something like this. If you have an account with it, no problem. But once you don't have an account, don't worry. This link is not used to apply, because this link is like a third-party link. This link is only better for knowing the university, knowing the major, and knowing what you want to study. This need help to show everything. After this link, we just try this link with few majors, and then we go into the link where we will all find our scholarship. This link is not for scholarship, really. So once you are in that link, now we go into it. So let's try the person who said they want to find nursing. Okay, master, PhD, mechanical engineering. Okay, so mechanical engineering. I hope you can see the screen. You tap mechanical engineering. You tap mechanical. You tap mechanical engineering and search. But there are other ways you search also after searching this. If you are in China, maybe you use VPN based on the browser you use. So once I check mechanical engineering, there will be schools and other things that will appear. And once you see the school and other things that appear, you can select on this left corner if it is bachelor, master, PhD, or non-degree or PhD. So now you will see PhD. You click on PhD. With this, you clearly see universities that show PhD for mechanical engineering. These are universities. So based on the university, you can choose if you want top ranked university. This top ranked university, it will start from the top rank down. If you want the most popular, it start from the top down. So this is just mechanical engineering. So we start with another one as well. So this one is just to find a university. If you find a university, you can see the time. You can see if it is taught in which language, that this is English taught. This the city is found in. This the intake. And you see the application deadline. So this is June 2024. So if you apply now, it's better for you. If you apply now, it's better for you. Most of the application deadline for the person who want PhD in mechanical engineering, we are seeing June, May, February. So if you want this university, then you have to be very fast. Georgia University is a top one as well. So I will be as fast as possible so we can see how we can go to the next step, not to make that long. So everyone can try with the major they want to do. Yeah, everyone can try the link with their major. So if you click the link, that same link, that as soon as you take this, then you scroll down, you will see some document that they need, required document. Once you click the major, then you find required document. You can scroll down and see required document. So once you see the requirement, you see the required document they need for PhD, they list everything, motivation letter, all of things, this. Some universities make it clear on the language, they say English language certificate. If they put English language certificate, sometimes you just need that letter that the university will give you. Yeah. So this is how to actually find a suitable university and know the requirement. So if you are trying it on your phone, you can try. And now coming to give another link that will help. In this link, maybe it help you like find some scholarship and other stuff. It finds requirement also, but it finds scholarship as well. So having getting the university already, if you already get the university in mind, you can still check this other link that I'm coming to send in the group, in the chat box. Okay, I will do the previous. As you send the previous link, minute, please drop. I will drop it. Don't worry, I will drop it. There's the link I'm on now, and I will drop the previous link soon. Don't worry. The link I just sent is not the previous link, so let me drop this previous link. Let me drop the previous link soon. So the previous link to find the university and to find their requirement. And the link I'm sending now, the link I just sent now is for to find the scholarship, if you can find scholarship. Yeah. Do we have people here who applying for undergraduate? If yes, you just drop undergraduate or bachelor so I can know, because now I'm going by this because I'm interested master and PhD. So I will just go by the master and PhD, but if undergraduate is here, then we can go to it. Okay, undergraduate is also here. So for master and PhD, there are many scholarships. There are many scholarships that it will be taught in English. There are many scholarships that will be taught in English. So if you use that link and go on the link, once you click scholarship, you can click on scholarship and check by scholarship as well. You can check with University of Norway. You can check by university as well. So you can click on scholarship and look for the scholarship you want. So if the scholarship you want is maybe undergraduate scholarship, which is you click scholarship, and in this dialog box, they have category of scholarship. But if you want for undergraduate, then you can take China here. China, you want the country should be China. Then the category undergraduate or bachelor. Sorry, my network on this side is little fluctuating. Then if you know the university, for those who will find their university, you can click your university here. But if you just want to check for scholarship, you just click the undergraduate and check. These are various undergraduate scholarship you will see, but they are different based on what you are looking for. Let's assume you know a city that you want to come to. Maybe you say, oh, I want to go to TNG. I'm now in TNG, so let me use my city. You want to use TNG. These are TNG scholarship. Some scholarship may be good and some scholarship may not be good. But the scholarship that will be good for you may not be good for the next person. So let's see. TNG, University of Technology, TNG this. So all these universities, you choose which one you want to go to. So assuming you can select any of them. You can select any of them and go ahead. So let's just select this. And you will see the type of scholarship. I will still send a link for this school that I sent in the chat box so we can now, people can go on it also. So if you see this scholarship is like yearly scholarship. They said the full scholarship provide tuition fee for 4 years. Annual allowance, this 25,000 they give. So this scholarship, they have the full scholarship and they have the partial scholarship. So for this scholarship, they will tell you what they give for bachelor, what they give for master. Once you have the link, you can take your time to go step by step, precept by precept. So the scholarship is available to non-Chinese, yes, less than 25 years old. So for older people, you don't leave this scholarship because it don't need you. If you're more than 25 and you want undergraduate scholarship, like full scholarship, you don't take this, because if you take this, it won't help you. So let's see what they offer. Let's see the major they offer also, because the major will also allow someone to go. So application procedure, that you can read it through. Let's look for what they offer. Please study this. So School of Environmental Science and Engineering. School of Environmental Science and Engineering. So this is mostly of environmental science and engineering. Yeah. But this university also have pharmacy for undergraduate, and they have chemical engineering for undergraduate for full scholarship. I send the link and you can use that same link to find another. So let's assume we want to go for a master's degree, right? So for master or PhD, if you come and you want to use the same link, you just click on scholarship. Within the scholarship, for those who already have the link, please save the link, screenshot the link. After the Zoom meeting, you may not be able to access the link. So you can screenshot, you save it by many other means. Okay. So next you can select category, which is a doctor. So for PhD people, yes, PhD. You will see other scholarship, other category of scholarship. So you can choose if the CSE, local government, Confucius, school scholarship, other thing. For bachelor, it's better you click all these other and forget about CSE. CSE for bachelor, mostly school that give CSE to bachelor is taught in Chinese, but most school will give you the opportunity for the first year, and after that, you will actually start your major. But there's another link that helps you find major scholarship, which I'm coming to drop now. For that, it's like CSE GA Official. You use this also. CSE GA Official is a link that you can find scholarship. You find their link, you find the website for the university and all. So you decide which scholarship to take. If that's CSE, you just say CSE. If that's the university scholarship, you take university. Which scholarship you want, you can take. So there are many scholarships that will show. So in this, any scholarship show, you can easily remove or you select another scholarship. Once you click remove, they will show almost everything. This is Beijing Jiantong University. Beijing Jiantong University will give you their deadline and when they start everything. So deadline is February 25th. So you see the scholarship, the university name, the type of scholarship is fully funded. So these people give allowance for master and PhD only. So bachelor, you leave this type of scholarship, but master and PhD, you can go with this. We go down, you see, you click here to go to apply on CSE portal. So once you click here, it redirect you to CSE. It redirect you straight to CSE portal, and you can create your account. It redirect you quick to CSE portal. So you will not need to look for CSE link extra and look for this. So this link redirect you to the website that you want to go. Then you can create an account, because once you like CSE, you can like create an account and go ahead. But I will show you how to create an account very soon, just a scheme, and we come back here for some scholarship. But once you know how to create account and know how to run the application by yourself, that will be helpful for you as a applicant. As an applicant, if you actually have, let me just show you one format of applying procedure. Let me share with you just the format. And this format, for those who apply for this webinar and you fill in a form, we will try our best to send this material to you on in your email on a later date. So don't worry, you will get the PDF of that. So now, if you are applying in the university portal, almost every university have similar application system like this. So you create an account. So you create new account if you don't have one of the university. After creating the new account, in creating a new account, there's the procedure. Create an account. After creating an account, then you will receive some form of dialog box that will appear, that will tell you to put your passport number. And some people were asking if you can apply without passport. Some universities open that space and say you don't have passport. So if you have passport, they can say passport. Some universities can put a mark say you don't have passport. Okay, I don't have passport. So people who don't have passport but still want to put in their information online, they can use identification card that have their birth date, their name, and their nationality, on it clearly with a clear photo. So with that, you can put it there, just a temporary. So you put your name, create an account, and say next. Once you put your nationality, your passport, you click next. If you click next, it will ask you like to verify. This verification is where you put email from the beginning. That email, they will automatically send message to the email. Once they send you automatic message to the email, you use that verification code and verify. But it takes few seconds, sometimes 59 seconds, lower, less than a minute, some people. So once you pass this stage, you will come to a stage that you will see this message in your email, you copy the message, you paste, you put your new password. You don't need to reply that first message that will come. Once you put your new password and say next, now you create an account. If that same email is registered, you will not see register. It will give error like reset password. The next is you start application. Some people will start application for the university this year, but did not complete it. Don't use that same one. Start new application. Because some people you will see, if you use before and you did not meet up the deadline and you want to apply again, you can start new one because the ID number will change. Don't use the same ID number. So they ask you to agree for this. Anytime you just have to agree to their policy. Chinese policy remain their policy, it don't change. So you select the degree you are applying for, if the bachelor, master, or PhD. Yeah, then once you do it, then you will start to fill in this form step by step. For the photo, you please take note of the photo size. The both size by kilobyte or megabyte, and the size by height and length. They will put the size here. So some there they will need a little size, but so you fill in your bio data about your study. If you have HSK, fine. If you don't have, say don't have. For those to English speakers, you can take SCDM for English. If you don't know Chinese, you take Po. If you know basic Chinese, you take basic. That level will be there. So for this person, the person applied before, but they didn't work up. So they apply, then they apply again and they work up. So this was accepted, this was not accepted. That's why you see two. So probably this is just the overview of this. But if you apply now, it's your duty to check your email and the website like every day. This has been the problem that most of our students miss scholarship, because sometimes the school will just say, please re-upload your passport in 3 days, in 2 days. So especially those in Africa, they don't care about email that much. It's just few. But once you want to join application system, please check your email as every day as possible. So you see, this person have many messages that they have not been checking, which was like problem for them, but later they still have it. So that's the application for the that's the application for the university portal. So for the scholarship, we will come to check for a few other links for the scholarship and see if we can just go through and check now for question and answer. So people are saying they are not seeing some link. I will drop some link back instead. The link I'm now dropping, that is for CSC portal. I'm now coming to share the CSC link. CSC link. If you apply for CSC, you will have to apply in the university as well. So the link I sent now is for CSC. The link I sent now for CSC, that is only like if you want to apply in CSC. After applying in CSC, that will be okay, and you download the form now and apply in the university and now check for scholarship. I will be in the background sending the other link that you will follow, and I wish you all the best. I would like to stop here for now. If you have any questions, you just drop it in the box. If you have any difficulties while applying, you can still contact OAAD information. They will get to you. We are always here trying to help. Any difficulty you have, just do what you can do to reach out. Thank you, and thank you for your time. All the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gideon. Thank you so much for your valuable contribution. So a lot of links have been dropped. I hope everyone has been able to see. As Dr. Gideon also mentioned, later on you'll receive in your email all those links in the presentation. So be sure to check your email. Thank you so much once again, Dr. Gideon. So we are moving on with another topic. Now you'll be presented Shanghai Overseas Education Market and Practices by Mr. Cao Su. Yeah. is the advisor of American undergraduate education at New Oriental Education and Technology. Sir, if you are with us, please, over to you. Mr. Su, if you are with us.
Hello, Tauhe. I saw you previously. You still here, Tauhe? Sorry, I'm checking.
All right. Please, if you have any question for Dr. Gideon, drop it in the chat box. We'll have a Q&A session where you will be glad to answer all your questions. Please type them in the comment section. We see them, and then those questions will be addressed in the Q&A session. Yes, please, just type your question in the comment section. We address them later on. Thank you. Mr. Su, if you are with us.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Try to unmute yourself.
Yes, please.
Not seen yet. Yeah, Tauhe, are you the one using Android? Is that the name you used? Just click and leave it, then it will. Hello, Mr. Su.
All right. Mr. Su?
So I'm trying to get him on chat to confirm.
All right. For those joining us now, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have started. We have one topic which has been already covered. So,
hello. Can you,
hello. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot remove my own mute status, so I've spent a few minutes in working out this. So, first of all, I'm going to do a very brief introduction. I hope that you can hear my voice very clearly. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My name is Tauhe, and this is my surname. I'm one of the best friends of Dr. OD in Shanghai. And also, I have been embarking on the industry of international education consultancy. I'm currently working in New Oriental Technology and International Education Consultancy Company. It's the biggest international education consultancy company in China. And I'm very happy to join this very huge family because it's beyond my imagination. I can see that there are over 53 members in this group chat, and then the scholars and also the PhD candidates in Tianjin University, Tongji, and from other parts of China with African racial background. They have shared about their experience, application, and research themes about their academic lives in China. So I have been given, I think, nearly 50 minutes in elaborating on my interest. In fact, I've been studying law for over 10 years. I've got my Bachelor of Law degree at Lancaster University in United Kingdom, and first Master of Law degree at Hong Kong. And then I've just finished my second Master of Law degree in Shanghai, Jiao Tong University. I also have a lot of friends who are doing PhD degrees in Jiao Tong University, also in Fudan. So first of all, I want to specialize in law, political science, government. That's my areas. Indeed, I've found that more and more African students who come from like a very big nations in Africa, just like Nigeria, Egypt, and also South Africa, and also very tiny countries beyond my imagination, because I've attended so many meetings, academic meetings, like from very remote islands, Saint Tome and Principe. It was the colony of the Portuguese Empire. So I think there is a very diversified background for the African people who come to China to pursue a PhD degree. I think that is a very good phenomenon. And then after that, I want to elaborate on a new department founded by my company. Just I think few months ago, we have a new department. It's just attached to the headquarters of the New Oriental Technology and Consultancy Company. It's called the Department of International Students in China. What does it mean? It means that we want to make a living, we want to make big money by advising the overseas students, I mean the African students, European students, especially the students from Sub-Saharan Africa and also Latin America. They come to China, maybe they want to do a bachelor degree, because I know some guys, they come to China very early. They've started to do a bachelor degree in China, and more they come here they focus on graduate degrees, for example, master and also doctoral degrees. So I think that there is a tendency that as a Chinese local person, the local business have noticed this tendency. We want to make living, we want to make money by advising, by giving advisory opinions about the education among African students. So I think that that's gonna be a very lucrative market for my company. So that's the first point I want to stress. And then the second is about how can you like pursue a scholarship, and how can you enroll in a world-class Chinese university. I've been studying in Jiao Tong University in Shanghai for over 5 years. I've met many students from Africa, for example, Senegal, from Nigeria. But I think some of them, they are very excellent and very distinguished. But I think they can make like a better or a more clearer plan on how to focus on a specific like research issues in China. Because in China, I think the academia is very small world. And some scholars, for example, especially the scholars in the law school, the scholars in the School of Government and Public Administration, they focus on very narrow, exceedingly narrow research issues. For example, if you study like private law, some professors solely focus on data law, big data protection, and also like artificial intelligence, the application of artificial intelligence in the legal procedures, especially in the civil procedures. So some African students, they come because I think that they come from like the common law jurisdiction or the civil law jurisdiction, but they are confusing about what they need to do or what they should focus on in a law school in China, especially like a world-class law school in China. And then they found that they will encounter a very huge difficulty is to how to graduate from that university smoothly. Because I've made so many friends, they are struggling with how to graduate from the world-class Chinese university like Jiao Tong or Fudan, Peking, Tsinghua, the universities, because you have to like to make effective publications. And according to the public policy made, I think it's like the internal code made by the law school or by the universities in China, you have to publish at least 2 or 3 journal articles, SSCI, Social Science Communication Index journal articles. It means that made the original intellectual contribution to the legal development, and then you can graduate from the university. You can get a degree successfully. But unfortunately, I think the students from other countries, especially from the African countries, they have encountered very huge difficulty in publishing, because I think the understanding of the law and also the understanding of the academic part is different from the Chinese way. So that's the second point I want to stress. So I think if we can have a first solution is how to enroll in that university, and then the second one is how to graduate from that university. In fact, in China, as local person, if we want to plan to focus on a PhD degree, we don't think that the enrollment is very hard for the local students. But same to the overseas students, we think that the graduation is a very, very big issue. So that's the second point I want to elaborate on. And the third one is about the financial budget. I think as I have noticed, I think some students, especially African students, some of them they have already been a civil servants in their homelands, in their home countries. They come to do a PhD degree in China with the attendance of other family members, even like sons or daughters, other children. So I think the financial budget is also a very serious problem. Not only we need to pursue scholarship, we also need other categories of bursaries to reimburse the payment of family. So I think that's also a very serious issue in China. I think that's reason why our company has founded the Department of International Students in China to give advisory opinion, professional advisory opinions, because we have the team of public policy of international education in China. So I think that's maybe an effective solution. But I'm quite ignorant or quite illiterate about the international education for the African students in China, as it was discussed by other speakers. So I want to learn more. I want to obtain more practical knowledge about these areas. So I gotta finish my discussion and then give longer time to other speakers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for your hosting, and also for the invitation made by my best friend, Dr. Odi Elijah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Taucher, for all those valuable information. Thank you. Okay, so if you have also any question for Mr. Taucher, just put it in the comment section. During the Q&A, he will be glad to answer them. If you have any question, or if you have a question for Dr. Gideon, drop it in the comment section. At the right time, we'll address them. Okay, so we are still moving on. Once again, let me invite Dr. Elijah Odi, who you saw today during the session earlier. You saw some of the advice. You heard the advice that he can provide. So he's a corporate strategist and president of OAAD Global. He's also the vice president of Asia Africa Alliance of Learning Organization. Let's have some word from him. Dr. Elijah.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Yes, and much thanks again to all the participants who have come in today. On the first day of this conversation, which was Saturday, we had close to 120 people, because of course, many people have the opportunity of being able to move, to do things on that day. And today being Monday, it's a little more difficult for people to leave certain engagements to be able to participate. But it's a joy to see the number of people who are able to participate today. And I want to congratulate you for being able to make it for the conversation. And many thanks to our sister Curtsy from the Shan Jiaotong Liverpool University, who I've seen previously and who will be speaking to us shortly. But I would just want to make an emphasis again, like we've been making all the other days. Today, I just want to specify that one of the most universal experience of human beings everywhere is the experience of pain. In every culture, people would rather feel comfort than discomfort. And education is one of the pathways to acquisition of comfort. And we have been giving attention to that very seriously over time, because we know that if you get the right kind of education, then you are all set to engage life. And like mentioning from the first day on Saturday, that we're really, it's a privileged conversation that we're able to have the organizations that are working together to put this together, which includes the Shan Jiaotong Liverpool University. And you may have seen the curriculum, you may have seen the website and the quality of the content, showing that these things have been designed with the future in mind, not just for the present, which will imply that that if you're getting an education that aligns to that, you are preparing yourself for the years ahead. And you're learning not just for being able to get a job, but you're learning how to empower your mind to be able to think out solutions that can support the world in these very difficult times. Being alive at this time, we are a very unique generation of human beings, because we're alive at a time that the number of challenges that are facing humanity actually also brings opportunities. But these opportunities can only be available to those who decide to bring themselves under extreme self-discipline, to prepare themselves to take initiative, to take steps that are not comfortable, to do uncomfortable things, and not to of just advancing their own personal survival, but to look at the bigger picture of the world we live in, see the challenges that are unfolding, and train yourself effectively and intentionally for you to be able to take on these problems. So when you come to China, if you do come to China to study, remember that when you are studying, for every class you go to, keep thinking in your head, which of these global grand challenges can I prepare myself for? And I want to let you know that you don't have to actually do things that are related to what you've studied. You may actually find another problem that you are better equipped for, or that you have some natural skills to handle. It should not deter you from pursuing, what you've studied should not deter you from pursuing some other bigger things that you think you may be able to contribute to solving. And always open your mind, no matter how people engage you, no matter what a person thinks, no matter what a person does, keep your eyes on the goal and be sure to train yourself. Do not depend only on what the professors tell you, what the professors teach in the classes. I've been in the university system for about 13 years now, 14 years. And I want to let you know that no matter how a professor may be able to revise the curriculum over time, which is not so much of the practice in many scenarios, the professor can never really encompass the totality of what you need to be able to succeed in your world. You must be able to create it by yourself. So I call upon you to take this extremely seriously. Prepare yourself. Also look out for business ideas. Think like an entrepreneur while you're going to school. Behave as an entrepreneur. Look out for challenges. Do not sweep things under the carpet without trying to resolve them. If you find a problem, try to do something about it. That's how to strengthen your mind. Your human mind is elastic and capable of going to any extent as long as you are willing to stretch it. So we are charging you As the Organization of African Academic Doctors, our role is to enhance the quality of life in Africa through research, technology, and innovation. And we know we cannot do that all by ourselves. That's why we look out for partners, our main targets, look out for partners all over the world, work with them to fill our weaknesses. And if there are things they want, we also try to bring value to them. Because in all forms of relationships, if you don't bring value to the interactions you make on board, then you become like a liability. So the biggest thing I will advise you to do with your education is aim towards being independent. Independent, not that you don't need other people, but that in interaction with other people, you are able to work towards solving your own problems. Do the majority of the work that needs to be done in terms of solving your own problems. Do not blame anybody. Do not think that anybody has done anything wrong to you or whatever. You just do your best. In every scenario, when you look back, let it not be that there were things you could have done that you did not do. In that way, you can live and be excited with your life because you are absolutely sure that you put in your best at every point. And don't put in some weak best and think that that's good enough. If your best is not sufficient to solve your problems, then it's not yet good enough. Your best must be strong enough to overcome your challenges. If you have big challenges, you had better become stronger because that's the world we live in. You have little challenges, make yourself stronger so that you could help other people solve their own problems. When you solve other people's problems, you get paid for it. And that's what is called business. You make people a little more comfortable and they're willing to pay for the comfort you brought to them. Many thanks to our friend Tauher Su, who just spoke to us a few minutes ago, bringing very useful information. Definitely we'll keep working together into the far future to bring solutions, whether to China or to Africa or to other countries around the world. Every country has a need. And if you can contribute to solving the need of any country, you will be respected. And you don't seek for respect where you don't bring solutions. Thank you so much to the members of the Executive Council of OAD, members of the resident think tank, and all the structures put in place to drive the processes of things. So ladies and gentlemen, look out for further conversation from us in your emails subsequently. And let other people know about these things. Do not keep the information to yourself. The more the number of people that know about this, the more people are able to prepare themselves, the more universities are going to want to bring you in because every university wants the best students who are going to help to publish papers, which boosts the images of the universities. The universities go higher in their ranking because they have published a lot of research. More students, because they are highly ranked, more students will want to apply to those places and they'll be able to do more research because they'll have more money at their disposal to drive things and the chain continues, the cycle just goes on. So please, ladies and gentlemen, it's my joy to have been able to speak to you once again today as I hand over back to our moderator, Stephanie, and looking forward to other beautiful inputs and conversations coming from other speakers. Thanks. You are muted. We don't hear you clearly yet.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, President.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Odi, for your word of encouragement. I think our dear participants have been equipped, links has been shared, word of encouragement have been given, prayers have been made. You are all equipped and we believe that you can, as you move even forward in your academics, we can bring something more to Africa to better our continent. Okay, so before I invite our next speaker, as I said in the beginning, we have a group photo. We have a group photo. I think, Dr. Gideon, can you guide us for the group photo? Please, you can open your camera.
On the group photo,
Yes,
just
please.
open the camera,
Yeah.
give my and get set. So we can now go with the group photo.
Please all open your cameras.
It's not your mouth.
Let
Open your
us see your beautiful faces. Let's take a family picture. Have a souvenir of training. I'm seeing some handsome men, some beautiful women here. Ha.
Open your camera.
Handsome. Some beautiful women here. Wow. All right.
If you don't open your camera, I will call your name. Please open your camera before I call your name. The first screen, we still have many people who have not opened their camera, okay? Just open that camera. We take people in one by one. Okay, the first group. Okay, the first group look good. Yes, the first group look good. So let's wait a bit. Let's take the second group. You don't know which group you're in, so just wait. Let your camera remain open. Because the group is actually from my end. I'm seeing it here. So the first group, which is okay. The second group, people are shaking too much. If you shake a lot, the photo may not be that clear. And we need that clear. This brother don't want to smile. You will get the scholarship. Smile, please.
If scholarship is connected to smiling, then I better laugh.
Then the second group and a few cameras open, but we still take like that. But if you open your camera, it's better. Remember, we have people from university online also. Maybe when they see the same face in the application system.
Yeah. We never know.
They say, I know this face. They may like to say, I know this face. So if that just little error you have, they will to take their time and reply. But everyone that applying should be at least qualified and just make things good. On the last page, okay. Thank you so much. Now we can change the stage now for now. So thank you. And if you want to keep your camera on, you can. But the photo taking session is over. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Gideon, for guiding us during this session. It was a pleasure for me to see all those beautiful faces, some handsome men, beautiful women. Wow. Thank you so much for your participation. Okay, so I have the pleasure to invite our next speaker, Kirsty Martinson, I hope, yeah. The director of Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University Global Office. So she's going to introduce, once again, give us some proposition of the university, introduce the available programs and current scholarships. So if you are there with us, if you are ready, please.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Over to you. Yes, loud and clear.
Perfect. So good afternoon, evening, everybody. I'll just introduce myself and then I'm going to upload a presentation and I'm going to introduce what Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool has to offer. So thank you for inviting me here. It's very exciting for us to try and recruit more Nigerian students. We've had some excellent Nigerian students in the past, some of our best students actually. So we're very much welcome trying to bring back Nigerian students to our campus. During the last few years, because of the pandemic, we lost a lot of students. And I would say, as a big piece of advice to all of you listening, that most Chinese universities have had the same experience since 2020. So this year, 2024, will be a very good opportunity for students to try and get scholarships. I think it would be the first year after the pandemic, where universities are once again trying really hard to reform these international connections. So I just want to upload the presentation. Let me bring this on the screen if I can get it.
Yeah, you can try.
It's a bit slow. Yeah, I'm trying. It's my network is not very good. Hold on. So slow. God, it's really slow. Still trying to open. Huh? Oh, don't make me do that. It's making me want to sign into Zoom. How do I want that? Hold on, let me try a different way. Here. Ah, no, not this one. Excuse me, wrong one. No. This one. Okay, at last. Sorry about that. Can you see that, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Okay, so Xi'anjiao Tong Liverpool University is very different, I think, from all other Chinese universities that you may have heard about. And I would summarize our difference is the way we were created, and how that manifests itself is that we're different in who we are, the kind of people who would teach you and how you're taught. The programs are different as well. And the third really important difference for the presentation tonight is how our scholarships work. So we are a private university that is recognized under the Chinese Ministry of Education. So as a private university, we do not receive the funding from the China Scholarship Council. Now, that's a negative in many ways. However, what that does mean is that the university itself invests its own money in scholarships. And we are doing that particularly around international student postgraduate scholarships. So I think for this audience tonight, this is what you're looking at from what I've heard. So I will explain in much more detail how these scholarships work and what kind of students we're looking for and how you apply for them. So just to go back to who we are. So we are the biggest international university in China. This isn't showing. So we're the biggest international university in China. I think actually we're one of the biggest international universities in the world. We've got around 25,000 students. We were created in 2006. Two universities came together to create Xi'anjiao Tong Liverpool University. The University of Liverpool in the UK and the University of Xi'anjiao Tong in China. Both of these universities are very good, very top research universities. So why were we created? At that time, China was trying to expand its higher education provision. There weren't enough universities for the demand in China. So the Chinese government wanted to quickly open universities, and they wanted to also import, I think, a different method of higher education, a different philosophy. So I think for many of you who are aware of how Chinese universities operate, they're very robust, they're very strong, but they're not, I have to honestly say, and I've been a student in China, not very international from my own experience. Some of them are, and some corners of them are, but it's not really at the heart of their DNA. Whereas Xi'anjiao Tong Liverpool University was created with this very particular aspect in mind. So what does that mean? It's meant that the teaching staff are coming from 60 countries. So we recruit academic staff from all over the world. And it turns out that around 50% are from China and 50% are from everywhere else, which means the teaching you will have will be very international people with different perspectives. There isn't a particular one teaching pedagogy that you would experience. The other big difference is that the quality assurance, that means the standardization of the courses and the quality threshold is very, very high. And that is a particular requirement from the University of Liverpool, because we issue University of Liverpool degrees. So if you study at XJTLU, you will receive a Liverpool degree and a XJTLU degree. So you're going to be getting two degrees, and therefore the University of Liverpool monitors how well we teach, how well we assess people. The standard is very, very high. So you kind of are buying a product, I would say, or you're going to experience an educational product that is standardized with a relatively high global standard at the heart of it. Now, why does that matter? Well, it matters when you study it, because everything will be made very clear to you. Your curriculum will be clear to you. Your syllabus will be clear. What you need to achieve will be made clear. If you don't pass a certain module, the process for resitting it will be very, very clear. So it'll be a very accessible process where the student knows exactly what the student needs to do in order to achieve the right grades and to progress to the next level. The other reason it matters is that you will be going out to work in the rest of the world, back in Nigeria, for maybe want a PhD, working for a company, and the quality of the degree will be recognized. So this is useful. Lots of our students, when they graduate, they go into very good companies, organizations, and other universities. In fact, from our undergraduate students, around, I can't quite remember, I think it's about 36% of those students now graduate and go to a top 10 university in the world for their master's degree. So you can see that the quality is recognized internationally. We are located in Suzhou. Suzhou is a city, relatively small, ancient city with a great big new center to it, and it's located around half an hour by train from Shanghai. I won't go through this. The key point here, I think, is that you do not have to have mastered Chinese to study at XJTLU. We teach all the programs in English, and we teach Chinese alongside the courses. So I think that's helps a lot of international students that you'll be studying in English, which you'll probably be a lot more confident in than Chinese, which takes a very long time to learn and is still, even after I've been studying it for 15 years, really quite a difficult language. So everything is in English. And I'll go through our areas of study. I won't go through everything because I want to get onto the scholarship part, but we are a relatively comprehensive university. We're very strong in engineering, science, technology, especially areas such as computer science, AI, maths, civil engineering, construction, new technologies. We do not have medicine, to note. We do not have any medical sciences. We only have pharmacy, and that is relatively new. And we do not have any law or anything. Yeah, law, medicine, we don't have. You can see what we do have here. Undergraduates, let's go to the masters. Most of these master's programs are master's programs, taking 18 months in duration. Some of them are masters by research. You can see we have the masters by research in some of the sciences, in management, in pattern recognition and intelligent systems, low carbon electrical power and energy technology, computer science, and material science and engineering. The reason I'm pointing out these masters by research is that these masters by research have got 100% scholarships. They're very, very competitive, but they have the 100% scholarships. The taught masters programs only have up to 50% scholarships. So look out for the Masters by Research. They take 2 years in duration and they start every September. Here we are, some more Masters. There's a Masters by Research in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Environmental Sciences, Molecular Bioscience, and Advanced Chemical Sciences. Right, the admission and fees. So we're a relatively high cost fee university for students who are paying fees. For the undergraduate programs, the cost is 88,000 RMB per year. And the master's programs each have their own prices. So each master's program has got a different fee. Now, let's go back to the entry requirements. I'll summarize all the entry requirements actually very easily. We're looking for a kind of B grade average, GPA 3.5 plus GPA 3 for the undergraduate programs. So whereas I would say we're not like a very, very top tariff university, not like Tsinghua and Beida, but we're in the second top tier. So B average grade. And what we also care quite a lot about is students' aptitudes and backgrounds. So you have a chance within the application process for your scholarship to write about work experience, what you've done, why you're studying what you're studying, the writing your future plans. So we look at each individual student, not just on their grades alone, but on the contextual information. So I'm going to pass on to how to apply. So how to apply is very simple from our website. All of the courses start in September and the deadlines for application are in the summer around June. Now, when it comes to scholarships, you need to understand how our university scholarship annual cycle works and be very, very aware of this. The scholarship budget is set in the summer and we basically get given a large, let's say, a large basket of money with all the scholarship in. That then opens in September applications. So every month, starting in October, there is a scholarship panel, October, November, December, January, February. Every month, they award scholarships from this big basket of money. So that obviously means that the earlier you apply, the more chance you have. If you get to June, what's left in this basket of money is actually really, really small. So the competitive level becomes higher. If you apply in November, December, January, February, there's still a lot of money left in this basket and therefore the panel is more generous. That's how it works. That's how it will work in every university, I say. I sit on these scholarship panels and I know from my own long experience that the panel is very generous in the early part of the cycle. And at the end of the cycle, you have to be so exceptional because there's so little money left. So you see any scholarship in any kind of university in China, in the US, anywhere, even though it may give you the impression that there's an equal chance at all times in the year, that's not true. Human nature is not like that. Human nature is that when you have a large amount of money to give, you're more generous. When you have less, you're more strict. So please bear that in mind when applying for scholarships, especially with us. So you can apply for your master's program, undergraduate program, anytime from September until June. For a scholarship, I would strongly advise applying earlier in the year, before March. If I was going to make any recommendation, the earlier the better. And you can see what you need for your application. It's pretty standard stuff. I won't go through it. Nothing unusual. You don't, if you've studied in Nigeria and you've done the Westbrook and the WIAC, you don't need to do normally a English language qualification. So you should be exempted from any English language qualifications. Now, Let's go to the important bit. So, undergraduate scholarships. How the scholarships work is they basically function as a deduction on the tuition fee. Excuse me. So we offer scholarships from 10% to 100%, and it's academic merit based. So the bigger the scholarship, the more academic merit you need to demonstrate. Excuse me. So 10 to 50% is probably the norm. Most students would get, who apply with a good academic ranking, would get some scholarship between 10 to 50%. The 100% scholarship is more rare, and you have to be an exceptional academic candidate. For the masters, when you're applying for master's scholarship, it's slightly different, and it depends on the type of masters that you're applying for. So for the undergraduate, we have, it's easier to get scholarships in these particular programs, industry leadership scholarships. Why is that? Because these are a set of new programs which were launched about 2 to 3 years ago, and they're based in our new campus. So we're trying to build up the student number in those new programs. So international students who apply in those programs, I think, are highly likely to be able to obtain a scholarship, and the quota is quite generous and can be expanded. So you can see the deadlines throughout the year. The first round has passed. The second round is the 30th of February. First, second, and third round, chances high, quality high, and then after that it declines due to the money already being spent. So we also have, I won't say much about it, we also have some internal scholarships for students who've already enrolled. They tend to be relatively small. The amount is not usually very significant, and it's based on academic merits and your grades within the cohort within the year. But they do exist, and quite frequently we do get given some funding from the local Jiangsu Department of Education, and they can be allocated to international students. We don't have a guarantee that that money will come. It happens every year on a variable schedule, but we tend to get it every year, and we tend to make it an open competition for international students to apply for, and the success rate is quite high. So let's go into the postgraduates. I think this is where you've got probably more interest. So for the full scholarships, these are the programs, the Masters of Research. So these are not taught masters, they're masters by research. These are where the university is trying to invest in developing its research base, where students basically, as Odie said, are writing papers and helping the university rise up the rankings, hence why the scholarships are very generous. So you can see these are the programs that are eligible for a full scholarship. It's fairly competitive. In the masters, you're competing against the local Chinese students on an equal footing. The whole scholarship is open to everybody, and everybody is fairly competing. For the UG, you're not competing with local students, you're only competing with other international students, because the admission processes are totally separate. So masters scholarships are more competitive, but the 100% ones are also more generous. What's the scholarship panel looking for? Academic standing, high academic standing, motivation, why you're motivated, what you can bring to it from your previous background. If you've got work experience, that's very helpful, and you should mention that. Independent learning abilities. So your MRes, you've got to be quite independent. You're basically doing research, publications, if you've got publications or the ability to write publications. I think Nigerian students, you're highly productive with publications and you're going to be writing perfectly in English. That is very, very helpful and maybe useful to point out, because some of your Chinese student peers may be excellent researchers, but when it comes to writing a paper and publishing it in a journal, and the top scientific journals tend to be published in English, you would have the advantage, and that would be very helpful for the research group, that somebody can write and publish very in the top English language journals. So I think that's worth also highlighting your particular skill that gives you an edge on some competitor students. Now, let's go to the masters. So we also have friendship scholarships, and Nigeria is one of the countries that we issued a friendship scholarships to. That means that if you meet the entry requirements and you've passed the admission criteria, you'll automatically get a 30% off the tuition fee for the masters. And we also have, for this talent selection program, in only one major, MSc Sustainable Construction, it's a full scholarship, including all of the living cost as well. So you get free accommodation. That's a government funded particular scheme for, and this 2024 is the last round for the talent selection program. After this year, it'll be ended. So scholarship application deadline is June the 1st. And you can see the link there for finding out more about the scholarships and fees. Also, look out at the end, I'll show you a slide where you can get more information. Look out for webinars. We do relatively frequent webinars in the spring about scholarships, about how to write scholarship letters, etc. So you're welcome to join any of those online webinars we do. PhD. Okay, so the PhD at Exeter TLU is totally different from other Chinese universities. Why? Because it's basically the University of Liverpool PhD, and you're supervised by two people. Firstly, the Exeter TLU professor, and secondly, the University of Liverpool professor. So it's entirely different from a Chinese PhD. You will be basically doing a UK PhD, which means it's got 4-year duration, which is shorter than a Chinese PhD. 3 years is fully funded, and you get a living stipend. So you get the tuition fee is covered, and then you get a certain amount of money per month. I think it's around 5,500 RMB, which is to cover your accommodation and living cost. You can also work as a research assistant in the department to have a chance to earn some extra money. The cost of living is okay. China is increasingly expensive, but the accommodation cost is not that high, and the food cost is quite decent. So you should be able to pretty much live, if you're careful with your outgoings, on the stipend. You've also got this opportunity to have a fees only scholarship, which just means you get a tuition fee waiver. You do not get the stipend. So you can see there that the prestigious scholarship is the full scholarship. So you get living cost and the tuition fees. And in addition, you also get, I think, a 6-month visit to the University of Liverpool paid for by us, where you can spend time with your secondary supervisor, the Liverpool supervisor. So it's a pretty generous offer for the full scholarship. They are competitive, actually, obviously very competitive, but I do think that Nigerian students stand out. I've got a good reputation. The most important thing to think about and to remember, and this is, I think, really important with Exeter TLU, maybe more so than other universities, is that how the selection of the student works is entirely down to the personal choice of the supervisor. So the supervisor basically creates the project and self-selects the students. The supervisor's king, the god. So how do you make sure that you're known to the supervisor? What I would say is, you can, if you see everything advertised online, apply, but expect that it might not be successful without having had the prior, what's the word, warming up activities with the supervisor. So the supervisors often, they've already met a potential candidate several months before, maybe one of their current students, and they're making the project for that student in mind. So what you should do, and we can help you, is really do your research on who might be a potentially good supervisor for you, and then make a contact with them through email. Everything is available on the website. You can find out who the right people are. Look at what they're doing that is work that fits well with your own personal background and research interest, and reach out, and they will hopefully tell you fairly directly, oh, I am interested in taking on a student, or actually, no, I can't take on a student because I haven't got any funding, or no, I can't take on a student because I've already got 5 students and I don't want any more, etc. So you don't waste your time. I think that kind of method of trying to sort of find a supervisor and be active in the process is useful for the style of PhD that we have. I'm doing a PhD at XGTLU, and it did take me, I think, about 1.5 years to find a supervisor and find a Liverpool supervisor, and to, you know, get them on board to raise the funding request. You can apply for a listed scholarship on the system, and you should do that, but sometimes the chance of you getting that is actually relatively low, because you won't be aware that maybe other students who've already made the connection with the supervisor have already got that like channel in place. So be aware that that's how it works. And it generally works like that when there's I think when the supervisor is the person who basically ultimately chooses the student, that's how it works. Right, I won't go through that. Okay, so look, this is how you contact us. If you've got WeChat already, scan this QR code now, and this will link you onto our information account. And through this account, you'll see, we'll post all information about scholarships on this account, and we'll post any events, deadlines, and upcoming activities. So most of our webinars and activities are highly promoted on this global channel. You can always email us as well. Email's a bit more formal, and follow us on Facebook, but I would honestly say that the best method to follow us, because we're daily active on the global WeChat account. So this is really how students find out up-to-date information in a very timely fashion. So I think I've gone through everything quite quickly. Still think we have time for a few questions, do we, Stephanie?
Yes, we'll just enter the Q&A session, and indeed we have one question for you. We have one question. It reads, okay, when you're ready.
Yeah, I can't see the question.
No, it's from yesterday.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
directed to the university. Does XGTLU have CSE scholarship type B or Belt and Road? That's the question.
No. Very simple answer. We don't have any CSE scholarships, and we don't have any centrally funded scholarships. We get funding from the Jiangsu government, and sometimes it's Belt and Road, but it's not predictable in terms of any particular one scheme that exists over time. It's usually like a one-off opportunity, and then we advertise it through this WeChat account, the global WeChat account. It's not something I can say there definitely will be. There might be, there often is, but it's spontaneously given to us by the government, and we can't, we can't have a regular application channel for it, if that makes any sense.
All right. Thank you for your presentation. I think the next question is directed to Mr. Gideon. Mr. Gideon, I hope you're still with us. Okay. So the question is as follows. If I'm going to email the professor, what document should I attach to the email?
You attach your CV. If you want to attach document, you attach your CV. For those that have publication, maybe you just put your DOR in a short message. The professor will just check that link and get it. But the major thing to send is your CV, because in your CV, you have everything that the professor will just go through.
All right. Thank you for the concise answer. I hope the person that asked the question is with us today. That question I've been asking yesterday. I hope the person is still there and that the question has been answered. Okay, so next question. It reads, is the application online only, or are we to send our document to China for assessment? Yeah. Is it only online?
The application is online. There are just few universities that are, but since the COVID, everything have been like online and only online.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the concise answer. Is there PhD programs? Is the PhD program purely research?
Okay, PhD program, it depends actually, but PhD program have more research in many universities. A PhD program is a research-based program. So maybe the first year you will only do course, maybe the first semester, and second semester you do some. But all the other semesters, you will be doing research and research and research, especially for the sciences, the sciences. Yeah. You will go to lab from morning to night. It's not like back home, maybe 6 p.m. you come home. You go to lab in the morning, 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., 8:30 a.m., and come back home 10 p.m., sometimes 9:30. So it's research-based because you will need to publish in many universities.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. This question has been answered. So on to the next question. Please, for the application of scholarship of Nottingham Nimbo University, how can I go about it? How can I go about it?
Okay. For applying to the university, in the university portal, there are some forms. Some university will have form like you want to apply for this scholarship. The university scholarship may have a specific form and it has space to upload. You upload. Sometimes in filling in the form, you will see CSE scholarship, you see president scholarship, you see university scholarship. But for undergraduate, they have like freshman scholarship. For that, the university may not put it in the drop down box like freshman scholarship, but it's on the website. Once you meet the qualification, when they give you your admission, they will give you the freshman scholarship. But for CSE, upload the CSE form and upload it in the university portal. Yeah. But before uploading, please sign it. Print, sign where the signature place, and you can put it back. Most universities will be happy if you sign the CSE form, then just uploading it without signing.
Thank you, sir, for this information. Okay, please, can a HND holder apply for masters?
Okay, HND holders. HND holder applying for master have condition. So it's almost like yes, but you need a little condition, because the entry requirement for postgraduate degree in China include undergraduate and undergraduate degree and junior college diploma in most universities, which equivalent to higher national diploma, which is the HND. So there are some universities will say before they accept the HND, you have to provide either work experience. They check the work experience, you have to provide, and your academic GPA should be very high, or 3 point something above, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, then you can use that HND. But if your HND GPA is exact 3, you will be, remember, you will be competing with people that already have bachelor degree, that it is higher than that point, so that will lower it.
All right. So thank you for this answer. I think this question came yesterday, so thank you for bringing more clarification to it. Okay, so is there any specific high impact journal that is required for publishing, or any journal as long as it's not predatory?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question, because the university I got my master in, they require you to have a publication. So the university just want SCR publication, shouldn't be predatory. But your supervisor also want something good. No one will let their child to bring younger impact factor or lower impact factor for what they are doing. So every supervisor will push their student to see how best they can get a high impact factor. But this university just want you to, for master, majority of the university want you to have a SCR published paper, not predatory. Predatory is not accepted. Some universities don't even accept review paper. They want you to use your own article.
Thank you, sir. I guess this question will also be answered. Please, how do I apply, and when? How do I apply and when?
Okay, we start with when. Application is now. Other people are already submitted. They have already, their status have changed to processing. Some of them are even trying to just getting ready now for pre-admission and admission. So how do you apply? You find the university, get the university website, apply on the university application system. Don't use third party. After applying on the university portal, you submit and you get the feedback that this work is submitted. The first thing you will see is like pending. Your work will be pending, then you start to follow from that. And to a point, if you see revoke, don't cry and say, oh, they already revoked my application and I have nothing else to do. We have seen many students with revoke and we still talk with them, they get the scholarship. If they revoke, see why they revoke. Sometimes they revoke and say, please upload your medical. Please upload your police clearance. Please upload your passport. Please upload your degree. Please upload another recommendation letter.
Okay. So from the comment section, someone wrote, please, could you send us the 2 recommendation letters template? This can be email, right? Dr.
Okay, it will be email, but just listing the recommendation template. I will check for the email and send. But this is what happened. It's better it's just like you go to your teacher or your supervisor doing your bachelor. For those that are applying for master, you can go to your supervisor or one of your teacher in the field you want to apply to. So you go to that supervisor and say, oh, I need a recommendation letter from you. That supervisor just need to give you recommendation that have his signature, his phone number, and his email attached to it. Then he can sign. Even if the supervisor did not stamp it, it's okay. Once a number there for them to verify, it's okay. But there are some universities will say the supervisor should fill in the online by themselves, meaning you only need to put the supervisor email number, the supervisor name, the supervisor telephone, and leave that. The message will go to the supervisor or the person you want to recommend you, whether the doctor. Yes, the person who recommended you can be PhD holder, which is doctor or medical doctor, or can be your lecturer or be, or a teacher in that university, associate professor as well, and professor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this answer. Okay, so someone also typed, I noticed you can only apply one university when applying through CSC. Can you expand on that?
Yes, CSC Tab B now only one university. Before they give you the chance to apply to 3 universities. And these 3 universities, then at the end, you only take one. But now the one university, you only fill in the form and you get set for pre-admission. Once the university you apply to, that's why you need agency number. For all those here, we will try to as much to email you the agency number package. We have in fact the team that collaborate have a set package with almost every agency number for Tab B. So if you select this one university, you send. I encourage you to select university that have, besides CSC, they have either President Scholarship or they have another scholarship that have bootstrapping and other things. That will help. Meaning, because it's only one, if you select that one university and fail, the school can tell you, can you accept President Scholarship? Can you accept this other scholarship? Can you accept this other scholarship? So it will be okay that you apply with the university that have another university. So it doesn't mean you should only apply to one university. Go online, browse, get some university that have other scholarship. Let me just share the screen just for a benefit for that question. You can go online and get other university that have other scholarship and apply for other scholarship. If you can see my screen, you will notice there are other scholarships that are showing. So what you do, you check for President Scholarship. They have President Scholarship, they have university scholarships, and other scholarship here. You see that these are just online scholarships. Besides CSC, they have other scholarships. So you apply to few university or many university because you already have the document. Once you have one document with that same document, you can apply all other universities. The only difference is acceptance letter that maybe a school will give you. Yes, you will have to and you will have to use for a specific university. But you can come here and choose which scholarship you want. People who are asking for document sample, you come in the same link that I sent before. I will send again. You see document required. They have template for this document. Document sample. I will send the link in the something you see document sample. In that document sample, you will see other documents. So you can take more than one. You can take more than one university. You can take more than one university. And this link I dropped now in the comment section is for document template. If you go there, you will see many documents and their template. Yeah, you see many documents and that template. Many documents, you see. So this is someone who are asking financial statement, blood sample. It depends which document they send you for. So the document they send you for, you will see the document and you can look in the drop box. You will see some document also that we have. So to conclude, don't apply to one university, but for CSC, apply one university.
All right.
There are scholarships that have the same staffing like CSC, like TNG University. They have paying scholarship. This paying scholarship give the same amount of money they give for CSC. Then they have ANSU scholarship in different universities. You can apply there also. But the university that will give you pre-admission letter first, if that university have CSC, you can revoke your CSE and use that university.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. So upon a suggestion that we just received, a WeChat group has been created where all the participants can join, and if you have further questions, we can deal with them in the group so that we can also stay in touch. Soon the QR code will be shared. So join, just scan the QR code and join us. We can keep in touch through the WeChat group, even after this training. So, Mr. Gideon, we just take the two last question and then we end today's session. Okay, so for example, if you own a company in China and you want to apply for PhD, is there any article or note on how to proceed?
Okay. If you own a company and your visa you have is work visa, the university, if you apply, the university will ask you to fill in form. They'll ask you to fill in form and like a bond to cancel, to end your work visa and take student visa. And once you have the student visa now, you can now work. Maybe you can send for another person, they be running the company and they be giving you information, but you are no longer a working class person, you are a student. If you want to school, you want to study, China says study, don't go to work. If you want to work, China says work, don't go to school for international people.
Okay, sir, thank you. Okay, the last question, please, can one
Sorry,
apply even when your passport is not ready yet? Yes,
Yes, let me
yes,
just
sir.
add something else to that.
All right.
There are, in some universities, there are programs that would allow a person to register a company while being a student.
Okay.
But this depends on the province. And again, possibly the knowledge of the person who is engaging in such. But I'm aware that in Shanghai, there was a time that a student could register a company while still being a student. But as for running the company, I don't know if a student can be running the company and studying. However, I'm aware that it used to be allowed to register a company while being a student with a student visa. I've experienced it happen. So maybe another good advice could be that you need to ask questions, particularly to maybe the Exit Entry Bureau or some authority within the university you're looking at, so you can get more accurate information, or maybe because things keep changing. So
Okay, in the chat, they say student in Sia Jant or Liverpool University can be part-time and can maintain running their company. That's good.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and this is authoritative from the person in charge. So
they say they can maintain their work visa because they are part-time, they are not full-time students. This school can agree.
Yes.
So some universities will agree, but not all.
Okay.
But most supervisors would prefer, if you open up to supervisor and say, oh, I want to be part-time, I don't think you will get supervisor will be happy to have part-time students.
Yeah, but anyway, I think it's all based on agreement.
Yeah.
Just as you mentioned, a supervisor would prefer a student who is coming to give full attention. However, if you have opportunity to talk with a supervisor and you show your capacity that you can carry on, and your working in that place could bring other value, possibly it could be a source of getting grants for research, the supervisor will welcome you with both hands open. It's all about conversation and agreeing on something. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the answers. So the last question, can one apply even when the passport is not ready yet? Can one apply if the passport is not ready yet?
Oh, yes, but it's not that advisable because there are some universities will say you can apply even with your passport is not ready because they say I don't have passport. When I was doing the application formality, you will see a place that I don't have passport. So if you don't have passport, if you have a national ID card that show your full name as it is, that it will be on your SIM, passport. You use that name, you upload that as passport in the time being. But make sure to get your passport because if it is in processing before it's complete and say accepted, they will actually ask you for your passport. They will revoke that and tell you upload your passport. Sometimes they just send you link to upload your passport in that link. And once you cannot upload your passport with the said time, then it may you like give up the application.
All right. Thank you, sir. So on the previous question, Mrs. Kirsty typed in the chat box that at XGTLU, PhD student can be part-time and they can remain running their company, that this is permitted there. The visa will remain as the work visa. Okay. Thank you for this information. Okay, for those who are asking for scholarship links, it will be sent to you and by email later on. It will be sent to you by email, and all the PPT will also be sent to you by email. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your active participation. Thanks to all our distinguished speaker. Let me in your email, like someone asked which email, your information,
the email
the form
you
that you when registering, yeah, when registering, you fill the form, so we have your email, so we use those emails to send you all the materials. Okay, someone said which email, please. I just using the flyer. Okay, you can also join the WeChat group that we created. The QR code is on the screen. Just scan and join the group for further question. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, dear participants. Thank you for your time and participation. Let us welcome Mr. Raymond Ayo, who is OAAD Director of Public Relations, is also a PhD candidate, and he has been doing a tremendous work toward this training, getting the flyers everywhere for you even to get it, for everyone to see and be informed that this is going on. So thank you, sir, for your work, as we welcome you to give us a closing remarks. Mr. Raymond, if you're with us, over to you.
Yes, please, I can hear you. Thank you very much, Madam General Secretary. Thank you. I think everything has been a great success. We thank all the speakers and all the participants for attending this event, and we're hoping that all the lessons learned, all the ideas and insights shared will help everybody who is interested in studying in China to make progress in the process of their application for their various programs. Thank you very much, all of you, for making time to be with us throughout this 3 days. We hope you're going to be at our next upcoming events, as we're going to be rolling them out in the days and weeks and months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate your time very much. We don't take it for granted, and especially to our speakers. We're very grateful for all the insights and ideas you've shared. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this word. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all. And see you at the next training, at the next meeting, at the next activity that we hold. Be sure to follow us. Please, can we share all our social media on the comment section so that you can follow us? We keep in touch. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Stephanie. Really grateful.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you very much, everybody.
Great job.
Thank you. Bye, Claudia.
Yeah.
Shoma. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Emereze. Elua. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Great job.
Solomon. See you. Okay. Mercy. Ernest. See you all.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to check your mail. Don't forget to check your mail. And good luck to you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Zaijian.
Zaijian.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job, Stephanie. Really grateful. Really grateful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's take
and Stephanie, I think your Chinese is also good. Your Chinese is also quite good.
No.
Mr. President, please end the recording.
Sorry.
Please stop the recording, please.
Okay.